Guys, what's up? Today is fun day. That was really corny and I'm just gonna roll with it, but we have a package that I'm surprised that we were able to snag. So let's get into this whole thing. Okay, so yes, as you can probably tell what's going on, we got something from Flux. And we did not get them from Flux as in they sent us something. We paid for this, right? Full retail price. I didn't ask for any kind of discount, any kind of thing, whatever. I've tried, this is my third time trying to get a hold of one. Each time I unsuccessfully was able to check out before the daggum things left stock, right? So they're like, you know, within 30 seconds, whatever, if you don't get your order in like that, you're gonna lose it. So little hint, if you want to try to get one of these and you want a better chance, go over and join the Flux Raider. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but if you look up Flux Raider Facebook page, there you go. Go check them out. That's all I'm going to tell you. So anyway, that's what this guy is. So we already know what it is. And this was supposed to show up on Saturday. And obviously, well, not to you, not obvious, but to me, obviously, today's not Saturday. So it showed up a couple days early, and I'm very excited about that because that means that hopefully this Saturday I will actually be able to go out and use this sucker. Okay? So, oh, I ripped the box. There goes about $700 of retail value. Anyway, this guy right here, the Flux Raider. Okay, we all know what these things are. There's a couple videos and stuff. Actually, maybe we don't know what these things are. In essence, I'm going to show you. This is a chassis frame thing, majigger, hoochie pucker, that goes on, or that is a bed for the P320 M17 M18 platform. Okay, so let's just open this up. Who cares? If you don't know what it is, you can go over to Flux Defense website and go check all that stuff out. But here we go. Here's the thingy-majigger bob itself. That's cool. I bought separately the rear gas cap. This doesn't come with it as far as I know. I bought this separately because I plan to pretty much 99% of the time, hopefully pretty close to it, run this thing suppressed. From what I understand, you want a gas cap with that. All right, it also comes with, I believe, a spare battery tray. This is just, pretty much this is the only information that I have had to this point of these things. Like, people will post pictures of this and they'll post some other different pictures and stuff. I'm going to try to put this thing together, and for anybody out there that really cares or wonders or has any concerns, I'll put this here, a little eye candy. Any concerns or stuff, the P320 is a pretty interesting system because the slide and this portion down here, that's not the gun. The gun is the serialized portion. So before anybody, and I'm sure all the gun people, they already turned this thing off a long time ago. But for those people that don't know, whenever I put this system into here, that's not changing really anything because I'm not doing anything to the gun itself. Does that make sense? The gun itself is an internal mechanism inside of this. It's just you're moving the gun from one housing to another housing, making this thing inert, basically. That didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I probably just flagged myself there in some terrible wording phrases. But let's just get into this. Y'all don't care. We're gonna take these stickers off. Safety must be on. Okay, so you have to have the safety down to turn that on. That's nice. We know about the little things. I like that. All right. I might just speed some of this up. Let's do this thing so I can get the sticker off. First time we do that thingy. That's cool. Okay. That thing over there. Is that all the stickers and hoopla? I believe. Okay, so safety. Interesting safety. What does it say? I just read it. Safety must be off to put the fire control unit in. So this should be pretty straightforward. We're going to be using, since we're suppressing this thing most of the time, or at least that's the plan, we're going to be using a compact slide, right? And then the fire control out of an M17. So the compact slide goes over here. This guy goes over there. This guy is free and clear. Take this guy off and technically put that on here because that's where he's going to live. All right. So it's like changing a pair of pants. Basically, I should have said that at the beginning. It's like changing a pair of pants. You're not really changing a whole lot of stuff, but you're just changing a couple things. All right, this guy's gonna come out. We have already, and I did not make a video of this, probably should have, but we've already put a safety delete in this guy. So this usually has an external safety. The M17 usually has an external safety, like a 1911 kind of thing. You could put an internal or a delete kit, which basically you remove, excuse me, I burped. You remove that external safety and put in a pin which is this big round piece right there, and it's literally just a pin. And so that's why this fire control, or this frame needs to go away, because with that pin in there, it just, that pin just falls out of that slot where the safety goes. So this guy's pretty much useless to us now. So this should, in the theories, just slide into place. And what I was saying before we do that, what I was saying before, this is the gun, right? According to everything that we are told at the current time of filming this video, this is the gun. So taking this frame thing off, this can't do anything by itself, right? We're just changing pants on the gun itself. You can change the barrel, it's like changing a shirt on something. The frame, you can change it out, it's like changing the pants on something, but we're not doing anything to the gun itself, okay? Not right now. All right, so this guy should, I believe, slide in. And bear with me and we'll just put it in real quick. Okay, I think we got that. Does that work? I believe that works. Okay, so now we take our, put this on that way, make this guy like that. Now we take our slide, which is a compact slide with a aim surplus barrel and a Griffin Armament cam lock on the front. That should slide right on. Lock it into place. And that should be that. That should be how that's supposed to work, right? You can still put it on safe, charge it, put it on fire, charge it. Let's just function check it. Everything's clear, everything is good. So we put it on safe, no fire, put it on fire, and we still have fire. We have reset. Yep, we got reset. All right, so cool. And then put it on safe. You can still charge it, still does what it needs to do. Okay, that's cool. Okay, good deal, good deal. So now, this is empty. We'll put that over there for now anyway. Now let's go ahead and put on that rear gas cap. It looks like we probably need to take it apart to do that. I have no idea. I didn't read any instructions, and this didn't really come with any instructions either, did it? Oh, installation video. Yeah, before you do this, look at the stuff. Right, okay, we understand that. Woo! Okay, well, yeah, I overthought it. This back piece just clips on, clips off. So that's how you would get a co-witness. Well, if you have the original piece on here, you would have a co-witness, right? So you can, or co-witness. Sorry, you can use your iron sights. You can look through here and see your iron sights. But we're not worried about that because we're gonna be running an optic. So you put on this other piece, which has a larger portion up here, so that completely blocks off your use of iron sights, but it should block off gases that come back at your face, or at least that's the intent of things. That's cool, man, that's cool. Okay, so that's all that. We don't need an extra battery tray, because I'm not even sure where that goes, and I didn't read any instructions, and I should have read instructions, because I know there's an Allen key in here that's like hidden, so you can work on stuff and do things or whatever, but that's it. So let's just put some mags in this thing, and let's just see what stuff looks like. So there's an empty magazine. There's an empty magazine since we're just playing around. Thing to note is you do apparently need 17 round mags, right? So your standard 17 round mags that comes standard with like an M17 or a full-size gun, standard full-size gun. These shorty 15 rounders aren't gonna fit in here, right? They'll fit in here, right? Well, let's just do this little thing. Ooh, look at that, slides right out. So if you did put, this is a loaded magazine, 15, or no, that is 17 rounds. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. So there's a 15 round magazine. Looks like it would work, right? But, look at that. You slide that up in there, it looks like it'll work, but that's not really even sitting in there, is it? Is that 17 rounds? No, that's 15 rounds. That's not supposed to work. Is that actually locking in? That's kind of funky. I think it's just stuck in there, but it's not supposed to work. Let's get the loaded ammunition out of here. Let's make sure we're still clear. Yep. No magic beans got in there. Okay, so there you go. So that is kind of how this guy's supposed to look. Yep, you get slide lock. If this guy is out of the way. Yep. Oh! Well, that was on accident, but that works. Okay, so if your slide is locked, like this, right? And... oh. Well, there you go. See, I'm learning all along with you guys. I'm going to have to play around with this thing and kind of see how everything's supposed to work. But you can grab the mag that way. You can fully depress it and do your whole mag change that way. On the right-hand side, you can push the little lever forward. And then also you have down here this little button, kind of like an AR magazine release. Does it do both of them? No. No, it doesn't do both of them. All right. Well, and that's fine. That's 3 different ways that you can grab your magazine. That's kind of cool. Y'all know all that stuff, and this is probably extremely boring watching me just kind of fumble all over myself for this. Who knows? Or maybe you really like it. I don't know what gets you guys off. But let's throw on an optic. We're gonna run a Holosun, not really a pistol optic. I'm gonna steal it off of my 1022, not 1022, my 22 upper. We're gonna steal it off here, throw it on here. Let's see how that looks and how that works. I don't know. We'll just see. Because if that's up there, yeah, that's right back up in your face. Let's try that real quick. No. All right. Well, he's not going on there like he's supposed to. So just for now, we're gonna take this optic off. This is another Holosun. We're gonna take it off the MP5. And just for now, because we're just playing around with stuff, and he's on a Strike Industries riser or low profile mount. We're just gonna stick it on here, just kind of for kicks and giggles right now, just to have something on here. Make sure that actually does line up. Yep, okay, that's good. And then he should be on. Yeah, okay, yeah, and that is really, that's close. That's a lot closer than what you would think whenever you pop this guy up. You're used to your optics being further away from your face. So that's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but that's what everybody says. But that makes sense. Okay, so we'll stick with that for now. And then while we just have this thing up here like this looks a little weird because usually these have the extenders coming out the bottom. I don't have any of them fancy mags yet. But while this is up here, let's look at kind of what we got as far as suppressors, okay? So probably the quietest thing that we're gonna have, and I don't know if it's gonna fit yet, is the Wolfman. Put that guy on here. Does that interfere with anything? No, it doesn't look like it. That looks like it's just fine. Yep, so that would probably be the quietest that this whole thing is gonna run. This whole setup, right? That's probably the quietest that's gonna be. Bust that guy off. We can put this little feller on, the Omega 9K. Now that looks right. That should be nice and quiet. That should do what it needs to do. Kind of take a look at that. That actually looks like a nice little, I'm trying not to say the buzzwords and stuff, but that looks nice. That looks like that would be very functional like that. And then the other suppressor we got that fits on here is the Odessa. So the Odessa is like this big long pencil, right? It's like the strange cousin to other things. I don't know why I said that, but it's just a long like pencil kind of thing. It does work, and it's a good suppressor, and it's a dedicated specific 9mm suppressor. Benefit of it is that if I was to, let's say, shorten this guy to like, let's say, well, he doesn't want to break there. Let's bust it off, right? Well, keeps wanting to break there. Okay, fine. Four baffles. If you put it on 4 baffles, which is pretty much the same length as an Omega 9K, I'm not sure how quiet that's going to be, but that'll knock down some decibels basically and give you still a decently sized system. I like that. That's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to run. I'll figure it out. I'm going to play with all 3 of them. There's a Michael joke in there somewhere. Anyway, let's another thing we can test out. We can totally make everybody upset and angry. We can throw an Olight on here. See if Olight goes on here. You know, it's super expensive, hard to get piece, and you kind of make it a sin by putting an Olight on there. Let's do the little fun thingy and use your little thumb button pusher dealy. Yeah. Okay, so that kind of works. Kind of a low grip on here, right? I mean, your hand obviously wants to ride up here like this if you're holding it like that. So, I mean, you could actuate it with your finger over here. There's a big word for you, actuate. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just excited, and I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't know anything about this light, this whole system yet. Where's my Surefire? Somewhere I got a Surefire. I know it's stuck in a... There we go. There we go. All right, so the Surefire, if we wanted to actually like have nice stuff on here, that would be a nice thing to have on here. There's no laser or whatnot on there right now, but that would be like, you know, appropriate in this category of different things. But we'll play around with it. I don't know yet. We're gonna have some fun. Anyway, guys, that went together very smoothly. I am very happy with that. I might even leave that little Holosun up there. It didn't want to come off. I didn't want to run over and grab my tools, my proper tools. I do want to put on the regular Holosun sight on here. This one, whatever this is, this 50 503? 403B, right? 403B. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Sorry about that little interruption, but that is what it is. So there you go, guys. That's this little feller. If you want to compare it side by side with, say, a full-size slide, not frame, but a full-size slide, you're talking something around the neighborhood of that. Like you're adding whatever that is, 3 inches, 4 inches. I don't know. I have a tape measure somewhere. But you're adding a few inches in overall length. But then you're getting, I mean, in every dimension, you're adding a few inches. That's pretty much standard true across the board, except in like height. If you did the standard size frame, your height's not really encumbered at all. It's really, you're just adding a little bit of length. But then you get a lot more capability out of this whole thing, and that's what we all know. That's why, you know, we like these things. Or maybe it's just a gimmick. So I'm gonna wrap this video up right there. That's just a quick install, not really explaining how to install it, not really doing any of that kind of stuff. Just kind of getting a first little look at this guy. Finally actually being able to touch it and be a cool guy and, you know, do that, I guess, and that whole thing. That actually is pretty cool, and that is very, would that hurt you if it hit you? I mean, that's got some force behind it. That's definitely got some force behind it. I don't know why you would want to get rid of that. I hear some people say you could take the spring out and do different things. I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's like the whole purpose of that is you could pull this thing out of a deal and it's gonna pop open. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about how cool it is. Next thing to do is to actually get out and shoot it, and that's probably, hopefully, Lord willing, what we will do this coming Saturday, I do believe. So that's kind of the plan for that. If you got any questions, please do let me know. I don't know anything about this thing, and whatever I do know, I pulled it off the internet, okay? But yeah, but still, if you still have any questions, please do let me know. And I'll fill up some pictures up at the end of the video, kind of with it mocked up in different ways so you can kind of get some ideas of what stuff would look like and things. But there you go, guys. That's what we got. Hope you all enjoyed that. Y'all be good to be safe. Appreciate you watching, subscribing, and everything. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. And you won't stand up. There you go. No, you won't. All right. See ya.